Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Here we are today, episode 109. And last episode we would have gotten the bio alloy all taken care of. We have stock. I think I set up the requester to always keep some skulk in stock. And then we have the plate and the ingot recipe set up, and I believe I have it so that the bio alloy ingot is molded from its liquid form. Yeah, right there. So you have the liquid skulk bio alloy making the ingot. So with that being said, that opens up the way for us to get into the microverse projector and the fusion reactor. And in due time, the T11 miner. Also this. But I think I want to try and get the microverse projector because I already started to work on this a little bit. I set up the table. Well, I didn't actually get the table set up yet. It's partially set up. I have the table out there in the room, but now we gotta get all the components here. That being said, I believe I did off camera set up the recipe for the UHV emitter, which, you know, nothing crazy. I did get the research done for this and another one, I believe. But with the controller block, I think the biggest other crazy thing that we needed to get made up was the dimensional stabilization netherite casings and the skulk frame. But this shouldn't be that big a deal. This I actually created off camera. I have 56 of them because I do kind of plan to have 2 of these T4 miners, because if they are as they say they are, which I don't see any reason to doubt that, they will run any mission. And let's see if I gotta use the AE2 terminal, of course. Microverse, here we go. Can perform all Microverse missions. So between that fact and the point that we can have a control hatch, it'll be nice to, you know, parallelize certain smaller missions. Okay, so we're gonna need to get the components here. All right, and looks like, oh, did I not get the double Microverse plate set up? I thought I did that off camera. Maybe I did the wrong Microverse plate or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get. Wait, did I end up putting dense? No. Okay, maybe I'm just imagining things. Okay, so boop. So let's see. Where is the? Eh. There we go. Oh. Oh yeah, it's got to go through all the other parts. Okay, so that will get us the components for that. Meanwhile, did I get the skulk frames? I did. Okay, so how many of these are we going to need? 72? Ew. Dilithium. Eh? Eh? Okay, hold on. So, wait a minute. Yeah, dilithium. Did I not set up a dilithium mission for... Okay. Certus quartz, dilithium, other quartzite. All right, well, let's just get that set up right quick then, shall we? Okay, so... I want to say I want to go for the moon sand recipe because that might come in use. I mean, let's see, bauxite. Yeah, okay. Might be useful to go for that. All right, so boop. Molly B, moon sand. There we go. Now remind me, did I need the fluid in the parallels? I do. Okay, so boop. And a boop. All right, so dilithium. There we go. Okay, so that's cooking. Where it, oh god, there are so many things being held up right now, clearly. Just gotta reset them, I guess. There you are. So it's making lava right now. I mean, shit. I probably should try to set up a pump in the nether or something like that. Just kind of lazy, I guess. Um, Pump. Yeah, I mean, I would probably get like this bad boy here and run it off of hog. But because we don't have ender facades yet in this version, I think it's fixed in 13. I would have to use ender tanks to transport it, which again, not a big deal. That's just another small project I take care of. Is the dilithium? Eh? Oh, it's probably taking lava because of this situation. At least we're making lava pretty quickly. But it would probably be a better idea to go get a pump set up. And I'll see about doing that off camera. And then we can come back to it and address it. Come on. Almost done. The lava anyway. Okay, dilithium. There you are. Still being blocked by something. Probably one of these fluids here. Okay, so before I do a little pause, I think the only thing, there's not really anything else I don't think here that we haven't already made. Because the warp cores here would be used for, yeah, that and that. But yeah, let me go ahead and do a little pause. I'll get all the components that we need for this Microverse. Well, let me just address, this is where I'm going to have the controller for the T4. And it's now being run off of P2P. So once I get everything, once I get the components for the controller, I'll go put that in there. And then I'll come back when I have all the parts for the T4 Microminer. And we'll go from there. All right, back in a few. Hey everybody, we're back. All right, so as you can see here, I've got the hyperbolic microverse projector, and I've got all the other pieces to go along with it as well. Now, this thing is massive. Got this wide base, tall middle, and then a wide top again. So let's get this built. And oh, something didn't form all the way. What did I miss? The fact that I'm having more frames makes me concerned. Did I make too many frames? Question mark. Wait a minute. There's 1, 2. There's 6. 2, 4. Okay, so it's supposed to be on both sides. Or all around, rather. Right, so... Oh, wait, did I not make this base big enough? Yeah, I think that's the case. Okay. Let's fix that. Let's see. Okay. And boop, 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 boop. Okay. And that makes me think I'm gonna need to go up here. Okay, let's get this knocked down. I want to say that should be right. Okay. Oh, I see. That should be enough. I hope. Okay, still missing something. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, it could be a little derp sometimes. So, let's see here. Boop, boop. Just trying to get a little bit of clear space here. Yeah, so there we go. Excuse me. So now the fun part begins. Figuring out where all the busts and the hatches went. So what I could do is just break this. Right? Oh, my phone's went off. And then I can go up to the top here and be like, oh, so on. Here is the control hatch. Here is the input, the output. Now, because we are dealing with a microverse that can, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Because we are dealing with the microverse projector that can do all missions, we're going to have to account for the T1 missions as well. So that means we're going to need to have the means to have a fluid hatch on there as well. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, cool. So there we go. I got the input on the front, input output on the front, as well as the fluid, and like that. Oh, I should probably figure out where the power hatch went. So let me break that again. And where could it be? I put UHV on there, as you could have seen. Is it gonna be? Oh, there you are. Okay, so I could plop it right here. I hope. Don't know if it's gonna yell at me for not doing it the way it wants me to do it. Wait, that wasn't it, was it? There we go. And controller. Cool. There we go. So we have the energy and everything else out front. So with this now, we'll be able to do quite a few missions. I know that the corrupted universe data is going to require T4, but additionally, the T11 miner is what we will be sending through this. And I just noticed that we are going to need UEV. So I might have to get another of those, which I believe I have one on stock, actually. Boop. Now the question is this going to... Yep, we'll accept it. So now we're on UEV. So at this point then, I would have to dig down under. Let's see, I think that should... Yep. And clear out the basement a little bit more so that we can get down here and work under it. Although we really just kind of need to be, you know, on this side of things. Ah, getting more lag, that's for sure. Okay, so I guess if I'm doing a, a parallel craft situation, sorry, I blinked out there. If I'm accounting for the fluid hatch, then I'm going to do in a subnetwork situation. But on the same front, I'm not really sure why I'm worried about it. It should be fine to set it up to handle both T4 and like anything below T4 as well. Now, I know we did set up a UHV hatch. I should have a card in here. UHVESSN. Did I not make a UHV out? Let's see here. Okay, that's a UHV in. Excuse me. UHV out. So that is C602. Do I not have C602? Wait, would that even work? Okay, it would. C602. Okay, I did not make a card. Let's see if I can copy this without fucking it up. So that UV. All right. There we go. Phew. All right, so I copied that frequency. Sometimes it fucks up and it resets it. Okay, so boop UHV HV. Oh. Okay. Nope, that's not the right one. Gotta get back to the right room. Did I? There you are. Okay. Ah. So let's see. P2P. Boop, boop. Could probably go under, I guess. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Oh, right. We need to plug into the blue network. Red network. Right. Yeah, should be red network. Wait, unless. No, it would be the blue network because the red network is this internal station. Yeah, okay. So let's get some more blue, and I need to get some energy medicine. Good lord. Okay. There we go. So I could do something like. Oops. Oh, shit. Okay, gotta lower that down. There we go. Okay, so that should be powered. Yep, yep. Cool. And again, I might need to move this, but we have Microverse set up. So let's see if I can't get this cleaned up. There we go. So the question now is, do we try to get that T11 miner situation going? We are going to need to make a new table, the Epic Autocraft table, or the Epic Craft table in general. Oh, dear Lord. So we're going to need to make an infinity catalyst. We're going to need to get into UEV motors. Ultimate battery. Oh, my Lord. Wait, so what was that all for again? Oh, yeah, the T11 miner. So wait a minute. I gotta make sure that I'm not trying to do this ahead of things. If I look back at the quest book, taking a look at the corrupted universe data has given you a couple of ideas, but to properly take advantage of it, a new microminer is needed. This microminer can be used to obtain holmium, quasi-stable stars, and create comp data. This microminer requires an epic table to fit all their shattered universe data. That's 11. That's a 9. So we would need a 9 to get this, the corrupted data would get us more hearts. And we're going to need that for the infinity catalog. Otherwise, I don't see why we would need this yet. Shattered universe data. Yeah, and that comes from the subatomic digital assembly. Okay. Maybe I should start working on this table. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy. The activated netherite will be a pain in the butt, but, you know. Alright, so let's get a elite... Or no, sorry, ultimate. Ultimate table. All right, so for the epic craft table, let's get all of the parts that we're gonna need. We need to get that patterned. All right, epic component. Activate netherite, of course. And go back here. Then we just need that. All right, so let's get everything put back into... Yeah, we're definitely gonna be needing more space here. Get in there. Why don't you go in there? Do I already have the pattern in there? Eh? Did I make a mistake with the... Oh, I think I need to do it like this. Right, I need that there. And then you... There. Now, if I ask for that, it will make everything that we need for that table. Now I have that. Buffer? Alright, so... This could take a little bit. Let's review the quest book here. So we're gonna have to get a catalyst here. And that means we're gonna need to set up these tables. I don't know if we ever got the gears automated. It looks like we got... Yeah, I think so. Then there's the double crystal matrix. We have the elementally infused omnic matrix heavy plates. Nothing saying there, but we are going to need to get into UEV parts. And UEV is going to need the bioalloy. No surprise all there. So that would be another thing to get into. Okay. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna wait for this to craft. And I might possibly get all the UEV patterns researched. And we'll come back and we'll go from there. All right. See you shortly. And we're back, everybody. All right. So I took a break, did some stuff, but still on the same day I'm recording this. I went ahead and I set up some recipes, namely for some UEV items here. We got I already kind of made one robot arm, but yeah, we're going to be needing the robot arm if we're going to be making the T11 miner. I think the biggest things here are going to be these two things here, and to a degree the solar panels, but I think we already have the Halo warps. Now this is going to require the assembly line, right? Of course. Titanium. Nothing too crazy here, but we will have to get that research going. And got the motor. I got a couple of other UHV items done up, but any case, here we can see the items needed for the epic table, and I got a sneak. Okay, remember that. Okay, so I guess I could put it over here. So let's go ahead and get this epic table pattern positioned ahead of time so that we can save it. There we go. Now we're going to need to get this powered. So we got to get a P2P going on. We got to get some signalum. Thank you. Okay, so I think they put you there, yes, and put you there. Where did I put my wire cutters? There we go, and there you go. Okay, so I still have my. I don't think I do. Put you away. Anyway, I don't think it matters if I do LUV here, but you know, whatever. Let's get rid of that. There you go. And there we go. So that is done up. I'm gonna put you there. Import. Boop. Boop, boop. Pattern provider or. Look at that. It's right there. Boop. And then we need to call this Epic Craft Table Crafter. Whoops. Well, I forgot to type in the base name, and we're back here at the old original base. There we go. Oh. Nope, not there. There you are. And oh, still not it. Epic. There we go. Boop. And there is our epic craft table. That could be a really good picture there, but whatever. Okay, that's that. Checked off the list. Where was that on the table? Ah, right there. Right. I'm just thinking here. Could probably try and start working on the navigator. We're going to need a stellar creation data. We're going to need a data module. Look at that. A boop and a boop. All right. So how long is that going to take? All right. So getting that will allow us to do all of this stuff here. We do need to start getting into this stuff as well. So we're going to need another ultimate table. But we're also going to need to get the eternal catalyte first. And that's going to be... Okay, so we need another ultimate table. But it looks like that's where we can start with. Okay. So let's get ultimate... Oh, we already had one. Nice. Buffer. Is that the ultimate auto? Yeah. So let's get another one because we're going to need it. How's that coming? Okay, that's going to be a while. All right, so just waiting for that other table. So let's start working on the recipe. Wait, did I make the recipe? I guess I did. Oh, wait, this is... Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, the recipe is this. The use is for the infinity catalyst. So yeah, that's already done then. So that's going to be tiny piles of neutronium dust, crap ton of eternal catalyst, and a heart of the universe. Now, what I could probably do is get 2 Microminer T10s and send that through the T4. And that would just be it twice as much, and we would probably get it down to a little over 2 minutes. But there's also this that it kind of requires you to have 8 hearts of the universe to begin with. So I'm wondering how I would handle patterning this. But in any case, let's not worry about that too much. Let's get this going. So boop and boop. Right, so we need the dust. Okay, do we have neutronium dust? Okay, it is. So we need tiny piles. So boop. Tiny, good. Matrix. Boop. And then boop. So infinity catalyst. That guardian scale. All right, what does this come from mission wise? Okay, I could probably just quickly make a mission for this. So that's the 2.5. It's the T1. T1. Oh, wait, hold up. That has lava in it, yes? Okay. Mud. Okay, what the hell is mud? Okay, dirt and water in a mixer. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, do we have a number 1? We should. Yes. Okay, so that's a mega mixer, so let's... Mega mixer? All right, so if we ask for mud... Bingo. Okay, so... Infinity Catalyst. There we go. Okay, so we're about like 36 minutes, I think, in now. Where is the U? So yeah, something that I probably will do off camera is get a lava situation going. So let me see. Ender. All right, Ender Tank. Probably interfering with another recipe right now. The lava. So yeah, that might need to wait. Or I might need to wait to do that. But I might just call it an episode after I get this catalyst, and then I'll prepare for the next episode. So once we get that... Wait, sorry, back up. Oh, there's this as well. And then that is used to make... So we need the dormant and the infinity catalyst to make an infinity ingot. All right. Okay. Let me pause here. Hey, we're back, everybody. So I got the parts here. And just to make sure... Yeah, so we're going to need... Yep, got it. So let's pop on over. Put that there. All right, so... Infinity catalyst. What are these? Dormant, furious infinity. Ugh. I'm assuming that's going to be useful for later for something. Oh yeah. Anyway, boop, boop, and boop. All right. Just like last time. Let's see. P2P. Boop. 4 times sig. In you go. And there you go. Oh, there we go. Infinity Catalyst, baby. All right, so let's get everything else accounted for. Import. There we go. I guess these again. Okay, so we'll call this Infinity Catalyst. EQ. Catalyst. There we go. Okay. Infinity Catalyst. Not sure which way is up, but we'll call it that. All right. Put that away. Excuse me. So yeah. Trying to think. There's probably not much else we can do in this episode in particular. We have that. What's the solar panel situation looking? Okay. So we need to get our Naquata game up. I'm still not sure. Yeah, we're out of neocryolite, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I need cesium. Which, to get cesium, or cesium hydroxide, yeah, lepidolite. That might be something that I, like, put into an auto stocker. Or, you know, this could be interesting. what if we were to plug this into our T4 miner? Because I think we have plenty of T3s. Yeah, good deal amount. And how much rocket fuel would that be? About 5 buckets. So even at like 16 missions, you know, we're looking at 80 buckets of fuel. Probably not a big deal either way. But I think this episode is getting a little long, so why don't I just call this an episode and we'll pick up in the next one. Hope you did enjoy. We are getting that much closer to the end, but still quite a bit of ways to go. That being said, I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.